Good morning, Dubai. Happy Wednesday. So today we talked about how the KHDA announces an increase in fees for some private schools. And as well, of course, we have some travel tips for the Saeed. And do not forget, you can relive your childhood and watch Scooby-Doo live from Abu Dhabi.
We were also joined by a doctor, Dr. Swati Prasad, who spoke about the flu, dengue fever, and everything that is happening in Dubai in sickness terms. She's an internal medicine specialist and she answered all our queries. So tune in to listen.
Good morning, Dubai. Happy Wednesday to everyone. And if you guys are excited for, of course, our Eid break, I'm excited too. So first of all, let's jump to our first story. The KHDA announces an increase in fees for some private schools.
Dubai Airport has dropped tips for easy travel this Eid amongst 3.6 million guests.
As well, Dubai launched a new green rating system for commercial transportation.
Plus, you get to relive childhood and watch Scooby-Doo live in Dubai.
As well, later on of the show, we are going to know what is happening with the flu. Swati, Prasad, internal medicine specialist, will be with us to tell us all about it. So, first of all, it is day 179 days since the genocide began in Gaza. According to the Palestinian Ministry of Health in the Gaza Strip, the death toll has risen up to 32,916, while 594 have been injured and more than 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
The Dubai Iftar time for today is at 6:39 p.m. You can find up-to-date prayer times on the Lovin Dubai website.
So first of all, before starting our news and stories for the day, I have been telling Annika that I am so tired of Ramadan.
I don't understand why you would say that or where this is coming from, because it sounds like I'm breaking up with you, but like all I'm saying is there are so many benefits, and by that I mean the Ramadan timings.
Yeah, but like, look, see, the thing is, like, I understand that how it comes from your point of view. And how it's coming from
as
my
someone
point of
who's not fasting.
Exactly.
But like, what's the real deal? Tell us.
So I'll tell you. So technically, I wake up at 4, have suhoor. It's already like 1 hour earlier. I mean, I could have, like, in my head, I'm like, wow, I could have slept like 1 hour extra. That's number one. Number two, aside from all of that, put that aside. That itself is like a deal. I come to work, and at 12 p.m., guys, I crash. My brain stops. Like it's like I don't function anymore. I do function, of course, obviously, but you know what I mean. Obviously, you know, hypothetically speaking. But because like what happens is at 12 p.m., my brain kind of just like goes like, you know, like that load button.
Yeah,
that's how my brain is.
So, but like I thought that if you had a very like well-balanced suhoor with like the water with chia seeds and all of all those tips that they give you when Ramadan starts. So like even after you follow something like that, do those not work, or like what's the?
They do work.
Okay.
They do work, but you know, like, because like they work like from like, let's say like 4 a.m. right?
Right.
So let's say like, I don't know, for like a few
12.
hours, 12. You know, because like that's when like your next meal should come in.
Right.
In a way. Which is why like, that is why you guys, lunch is at 1 p.m. That's all I think about, you know what I mean? And then it's like at 12, what happens, kind of like I would need like some sort of food, you know? Anything, just like a bit of energy. Just any kind of like really, any kind of like energy, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And what happens is, because we are eating less, you just like, I mean, your brain cannot function without food.
Okay, so basically you're looking forward to Ramadan coming to an end and like Eid and Eid celebrations and all of that. Yeah, that makes sense. But you know, I think it was easier when you're in school, because we end by like 12, 1, 2, and then you can just come home and you just rest for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But I guess as a working individual, it's
hard.
much harder.
It is hard. I can assure you that 100%. But speaking of schools, let's jump to our first stories. First story, the KHDA announces an increase in fees for some private schools. Now, Dubai's Knowledge and Human Development Authority, KHDA, have announced an education cost index of 2.6% for private schools in Dubai to adjust fees for 2024 to 2025 academic year.
Now, the Education Cost Index, ECI, is based on the annual audited financial statements of private schools in Dubai. It outlines the operational cost of running a private school to offer a high quality of education. It is calculated in collaboration with the Digital Dubai Authority.
As well, the rate by which schools can adjust their fees will be based on each school's most recent inspection rating. Private schools that maintain the same inspection rating will be allowed to increase their fees by 2.6%.
Now, all fee adjustments have to be approved by the KHDA, and this is how the rating goes. Schools that enhance their rating from weak to acceptable or from acceptable to good will have the opportunity to raise their fees by up to double the ECI of 2.6%. Moreover, schools progressing from good to very good can expect an increase of up to 1.75 times the ECA, while those advancing from very good to outstanding will be permitted to hike their fees by up to 1.5 times the ECI.
As well, the KHDA aims to achieve several benefits through this initiative, of course, by aligning fee adjustments with schools' inspection ratings. Now, this all emphasizes the quality of education provided by schools. This approach enhances the competitiveness of the education sector and encourages schools to meet the diverse needs of parents and students. Ultimately, the full goal is to ensure access to high-quality education for all children. I remember when I was in school and the KHDA would come to rate the school. And
oh my God, yes, that was such a festival time though. Because like they'll come in and like this, you're so excited because you're always waiting, right? You're waiting for like this one KHDA member to just come into your classroom because you've done the preparations, you've come with your name cards, you've come with those cutouts, and like you're just waiting. And then suddenly, like some like very sweet looking suited man or like this very formal lady comes in and then she's just like smiling at us. And I think, yeah, I personally really look forward to it because I felt like my school really upped its game. Mm-hmm. I mean, not saying that they didn't usually. Yeah. I don't know. But
I mean, it's your time to shine, Annika. If you wanna, spill the tea on your school, this is the time. KHDA is probably watching.
No, but like this initiative, for example, is great because first of all, it's because this is true, right? Like if schools are going to only up their game when the KHDA is present in the premises, that's not really good for us. We need consistently good quality of education throughout, and an indicator like this, wherein you're constantly going to be rated, and based on your ratings, you could increase your fees because increasing your fees means you get to ask for. You get to invest more money into like infrastructure and all of that. So I think it's good, but at the same time, I'm a little like, I feel a little bad for the parents because, quality education. Of course, if your school does not meet the rating, meet the criteria, you cannot increase the fees.
That's true.
You have to reach a certain level to which you can first start increasing your fees. But, it's like, quality education, I guess it comes at a price.
I mean, maybe it's my time to call out the schools who just like, I don't know, they change a lot of like rules just because the KHDA is coming. It's like, where did that come from? You've trained me that I am allowed to wear different shoes, and now they're like, all of a sudden all of these rules come out, and the moment the KHDA leaves, it's like the school's like, you can just get back to normal. Like, oh really? Oh, is that how it works? Fine.
But did you really want to live under such strict rules, like all 365 days of your school life?
No, that's the thing. You know what I mean? The thing is, like, the whole point is some schools do actually change their rules, and they just to have like the perfect image, which is not true.
Okay, what is the craziest like rule change you've had?
Is it time to call you guys out?
I mean, we don't know your school. Just like tell us.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything out loud. I'm not gonna say the name. But for example, all of a sudden the teachers would become very nice.
That's true though. Yeah, they did. Suddenly they had like these teaching methods and all of that you would never heard of.
Or like they would have like, they would write on the board things like, oh, so these are the objectives for the day. Like, since when do you write objectives, teacher? Since when? What is that? Let's talk.
Okay. She has some personal, like there is a personal beef thing going on here, but okay.
Don't mess with me. Because like, I'm calling this out. But if you know, you know. So let's
we'll keep it at that.
Exactly.
If you know, you know. Dubai kids, if you know, you know.
Of course, don't forget, by the way, to confirm this. Confirm my theory, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who lived that. Suddenly, teachers become nice, supervisors become nice, everyone just becomes nice. Like, yeah, sure, were you nice all the time?
As opposed to how they were not very nice before. So, no, that makes sense. Checks out. But let's jump into our next story, which is how the Dubai airport has dropped some tips for easy travel this Eid, because we are going to be expecting a pretty large amount of guests. Now, as Eid holidays approach, a massive influx is around the corner. We're talking around 3.6 million guests are expected to be at the Dubai airport. Weekends, especially April 13th, which falls on a weekend, is going to be wild, with around 292,000 guests expected to join in on the fun. The Dubai airport has released 6 tips for travelers to follow, and they are as goes.
Now, of course, weigh bags at home and pack square batteries and hand luggage as well, of course.
Spare batteries, yes. Arrive at the airport 3 to 4 hours before your flight.
As well, double check your e-ticket to make sure you are heading to the right terminal.
Avoid the traffic hassle by hopping on the metro or book a taxi.
And as well, save time at the airport by checking in online or using self-check-in kiosks.
Make sure you utilize the GDRFA Dubai Smart Gates for quick passport control.
As well, Fly Dubai recommends passengers arrival at least 4 hours before departure.
And lastly, goodbyes should be said at home, as only passengers will be allowed inside the terminals during peak hours.
That's very exciting, since Eid is coming up and a lot of people are going to be traveling. And by the way, funny, or actually just like something that I think will maybe relate to the story, my sister is cabin crew. Oh. And all of the advice that we have just like given, she has said these are crucial advice, because like she gives the same advice to all of my family members who are actually going to be traveling, which is very cool.
That's very nice. What are your Eid plans? Are you traveling?
No.
No?
No, I'm not. Sad, I'm not, but...
I did contemplate making a travel, but then, first of all, the airport rush, I just didn't want to deal with it. But also, the ticket prices.
Oh, yeah.
They soar at this time. Eid holidays, especially this Eid, because we're probably getting a 9-day leave or a 7-day leave or whatever. But like, it's a big leave. It's a big chunk of days, enough to cover like maybe a small country or a small city. And there are so many cities now that are available to Dubai UAE residents.
100%.
And yeah, I just like, I thought of it, but then I saw the ticket prices and I was like, I can't even like, like I could afford a trip to India, but I can't make it back. And so
so Annika would leave and never come back. Okay, well, we don't want that. We want to hear Annika. I can't imagine like, oh, where's Annika? Annika is stuck in India.
Guys, I can't afford my flight ticket back home. So I'll come later.
That is actually quite funny. That's actually really funny, because like my sister, who is cabin crew, you know, she can get us discounts.
Oh, well, I'm sitting with the right person. Hi.
Ching.
Bestie. Okay. But you were saying?
But, you know, like, I don't know why she goes like, oh yeah, you know, like, but the priority is always for the one who is...
Ali Khalil just opportunistically timed in saying,
did you guys hear that?
Is his favorite person. Cool, Ali Khalil, cool.
The thing is, okay, so the thing is, you know, like, she goes like, yeah, because she's my younger sister, so she just goes like, yeah, but Farah, I can't just really get you a ticket like that. You need to like let me know beforehand. I'm just like, girl, chill. I just need a ticket to travel. Let me live. And her
Well,
name,
she's just asking you to be organized. As a younger sister myself, I agree. Older sisters need to really get their stuff together.
come on. I all the time tell my sister, I made your character, so you need to get me a ticket. She goes like,
That's true.
because like I swear to God, it's like, fine, you're a cabin crew, but I supported you. I was there for you.
I am the reason you are soaring over these skies.
I am. And plus, her name is Marah. There's like what, 1 letter difference? So she owes it to me.
She owes everything to you, even her name.
I mean, whenever I fight, I go like, yeah, at least, the only difference between you and I is 1 letter. Marah.
I feel like she's really woke up on the wrong side of bed today, because like every story you're just like picking a fight.
I mean,
how are you going to pick a fight for this next one?
So you guys, now Dubai launched a new green rating system for commercial transportation. Now the RTA, the Roads and Transport Authority of Dubai, as I said, has launched the Green Fleet Rating system to encourage eco-friendly practices among commercial transport companies. According to Abdullah Yusuf Al-Ali, CEO of the RTA's licensing agency, he said this initiative aims to reduce carbon emissions to improve air quality and promote public health.
By participating in the program, companies can enhance their environmental practices and corporate social responsibility standards, with incentives provided by the RTA to support this transition. The system involves a thorough assessment process and provides digital green certificates to recognize companies for their sustainable efforts.
Now, eligible companies within the RTA's jurisdiction can join the program to demonstrate their commitment to environmentally friendly transport practices, which is really cool at this point. I'm really glad that, like Greta Thunberg would be very proud and happy. She would be.
She would be, indeed. Yeah, I think it's really great because we are at a place where we really need to focus on the climate, on what to do, what can be done better. The air quality index everywhere, including our own city, is deteriorating quite a bit. So at this time, to get something like this, to get initiatives like this, to incentivize companies, that's great.
So now I want to get back to our childhood. You guys, you can now relive childhood and watch Scooby-Doo live in Abu Dhabi. Now you can embark on a thrilling escapade alongside the beloved mystery-solving team of Scooby-Doo and his friends as they venture into the heart of Abu Dhabi to unravel the secrets behind spooky monsters lurking in the shadows.
You would not want to miss this live-action show, as it promises an exhilarating experience that will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. Get ready to relive the nostalgia of the good old days as you join Scooby, Shaggy, Velma, Daphne and Fred in their quest to unmask the ghosts and uncover the truth.
I mean, from eerie haunted houses to mysterious caverns, each twist and turn of their adventure is sure to leave you spellbound. Whether you are a die-hard fan of the classic animated series or simply seeking an exciting night out, this is an event not to be missed out on. So secure your tickets now, starting at just, by the way, 95 dirhams, which is very good. So don't forget to mark your calendars for April 12th to April 14th as at the Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi transforms into the ultimate hub of mystery and suspense. So get ready for a journey filled with laughter, thrills, and spine-tingling encounters that will leave you craving for more.
That's lovely.
I think this is Chai's. He's our colleague. Chai is obsessed with Scooby-Doo. So
Chai is obsessed with every kids show ever. I think he has a lot of childhood that he misses. But no, personally, Scooby-Doo is very integral to everybody's childhood, I think. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I remember being very obsessed with Daphne, and then I later figured I was more of a Velma. What Scooby-Doo character do you think you would be?
I think I would be Scooby-Doo. My sister calls me Scooby-Doo. Funny thing.
Really?
Yeah. I'm telling you, she's a bully.
Interesting.
She's a bully. Younger sisters are bullies. But anyways, you guys, sorry, my voice is gone. Speaking about my voice is gone, we are gonna go on a short break because after this short break, we will be joined by Swati Prasad, a specialist in internal medicine, who will be talking about why everyone has been getting sick lately and the amazing, no, I'm not gonna say the amazing, I'd say terrifying disease. So stay tuned after this teeny tiny short break. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is Swati Prasad, a specialist in internal medicine. We will be discussing important health topics like the flu season and, of course, the spread of the dengue fever. So welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a lot of questions for you.
Definitely, I'm there to help you out with all your queries, questions.
Before that, let me tell you what happened to me. So, okay, basically, there's been a flu going on around the city, okay? And I know this because it started for me, I think, towards the end of March, beginning of, somewhere around, I think around 3 weeks ago. And I fell sick, I had a cough, and then I got a fever for a day, and then I was just tired. And I was just coughing all the time, and then I had a wheezing because I've already have like an asthma thing going on. And then I was just tired, and then I thought I was getting better, and then suddenly I felt sick again, and then I thought I was getting better, and I thought I was getting sick again, and next thing I know, it's now been 4 weeks, and like I just feel good about myself. So like
it takes almost a month for you to recover.
Exactly. Is this so? How?
So, the post-COVID thing actually is, earlier the flu is not like it takes 1 week or 15 days maximum. So the intensity has been changed now. Post-COVID, people are getting sick quite frequently, and the viruses also take a long time to recover from the whatever condition people are getting. So usually this flu thing started with your sore throat, itching in the throat.
Yes.
It starts with the itching in the throat, sore throat, and then you start with a dry cough, running nose. And then the fever starts because the bacteria sets in you.
Right.
Then you start getting these kind of symptoms, cough. Then cough has become productive. Productive means you're getting sputum production, which changes its color according to the virus or bacteria which is present. So that is why there we see all these symptoms, fever, and productive cough, headache, body ache, weakness. Weakness is very common with this.
What about like something like bronchitis?
Yes, bronchitis usually goes when it goes from upper to lower respiratory tract infection.
Okay.
So when you are not treating it in an early stage, then it develops to bronchitis, bronchial infections. Then it goes to lower respiratory tract infection. Those are the serious conditions when it goes there.
So Annika has asked a question about bronchitis. So are there any specific groups of people that are more, let's say, prone to getting
Yes, those who have low immunity or having pre-existing conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, pre-existing illnesses, those are more prone for this kind of, to get flu or any infection quite easily because they are already having a pre-existing illness which causes low immunity in them. So immunity is a very big factor for this.
Okay, and now I'm just looking at the comments of our post that we had done because we spoke about the flu.
Right.
Okay, and so a lot of people are saying that this is actually COVID, but nobody's acknowledging it. So like, what would you say? Is there a difference?
So that is what I would like to tell you that, see, the virus, when it is in the air, it is in the air. You cannot eliminate it. Right. So COVID is a serious condition. So what actually happened in the COVID, it infects the lung quite early. Right. Like flu, it goes to upper respiratory tract, and then COVID is like, it infects your lung in a quite early stages. So I will not say that it could be. I'm not denying it that it won't be. It could be, but not everyone is getting its COVID. COVID is changing its variant. Every virus, every cell changes its variant. So you are seeing many variants, that this variant of COVID is there, that variant of COVID is there. So it is the same thing which is happening. Like, virus is changing its own. Every virus mutates. So when they mutate, this happens. So it is like that. So saying flu is a COVID, see, all the symptoms of COVID is different. If you are having a COVID, you have extra symptom, loss of taste, loss of smell, all these symptoms set in. And your infections are pretty severe than what you get in the flu.
Right. Okay. That's
So how would you say is the current situation, is it more serious or is it less serious than the dengue fever?
Dengue is a separate entity. It is not like a flu.
Yeah.
It is a mosquito-borne. Flu is contagious. It spread from one to another person. Dengue doesn't spread from one to another person. It is a mosquito-borne disease, virus infection. So this viral infection usually comes from the places like tropical countries, such as sub-Saharan countries, Southeast Asian, South Asian countries, Latin America, and Central America to some extent. These are the places where we get dengue fevers, dengue mosquitoes, like Aedes aegypti is a dengue mosquito. So usually Dubai is not the place where you will get, this is not a tropical country. But yes, the thing is the travelers who are traveling for work purpose to these countries, they get more frequently infected with these fevers because there's an incubation period of 5 to 7 days. So when you are traveling, you had a bit with a mosquito, it will take at least 4 to 5 days or to 7 days to develop your symptoms, such as fever. The most common, high temperature will be there, headache will be there. So with the headache, you have a periorbital, that is around or back of behind your eyes. Those kind of headaches will be set in. Body ache. Dengue fever is also known as bone-breaking fever. The reason behind is that it has severe body pain. It is like somebody is breaking your bone. It is that bad. So, and in severe cases, you have gum bleeding, mucosal bleedings, you have pain in abdomen and blood from your gums and coming blood in the stool. All these are the symptoms for dengue. But in Dubai, as per, it's not a place to have it. Mostly travelers can get this. I haven't encountered any yet. But yes, there are cases reported which they're talking about in like earlier times, so that there are cases of dengue. I feel that it is more with the travelers. They come with fever and rash. Right. So fever with rash is there. So all these are the features for it.
Because so I have been noticing, as someone who's been raised in Dubai, there has been a big increase in the amount of mosquitoes present in the city.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering, when the mosquitoes increase like this, like we are seeing videos of like swarms of mosquitoes. Dubai has a lot of areas of open water and all of that. So and the climate is getting better. Our climate is a lot like a tropical country.
Right.
So
now it is becoming.
Dengue, it could be becoming an issue.
Yes, it could be if we don't keep things clean. Like if we are storing open water in drums or anywhere, like here we feed cats in a bowl and all that. So if you're keeping water there for a long time, and similarly if you are any water storage for a long time, the decorative fountains, all these are the places of where the mosquito breeds. Especially these dengue mosquito breeds in dawn and the dusk time. So we need to be very careful during the dawn and the dusk time. Precautions to be taken during those times.
What are the precautions?
So the precautions are, first of thing, don't keep your stagnant water anywhere. Okay. You should clean, if there is any storage of the water, should clean the drum or close the drum. Cleanliness surrounding to be cleaned, so that these mosquitoes doesn't get a place to breed. Right. And the next thing is use of repellents. And then wearing a protective gears like full sleeves shirt and long pants, shoes and socks. Then for your household, you should keep nets for the windows and doors.
Right.
And using of insecticides, fogging, to be done, to be regularly done. Especially in those areas where you have a stagnant water, such as man-made lakes, or you have a decorative fountains. All those areas need to be fogged and use of insecticide to be done.
Okay, and in general, prevention from the flu that's going around, how do we protect ourselves?
So from the flu, it is like whenever you are going to a crowded area, you should wear a mask in those areas, because see, it is a respiratory droplets which is causing. Somebody is infected, they'll sneeze, they'll cough. From those cough and sneezing, you will get these kind of respiratory infections. So wearing of mask is very important when you are going, especially in the crowded areas. Those areas are more prevalent for these kind of things. And yes, drink hot water, coffee, or whatever hot you can take. Eat properly. The most important thing, hydrate yourself and eat properly is very important.
Right.
For that.
Especially keeping in mind that this is the Ramadan season.
This is the Ramadan season. That is what, this is the fasting season. So whenever people are coming fasting, I always tell them, hydrate yourself during suhoor and iftar time. Okay. Hydrate as much as you can. Start with water. Drink plenty of water during the time when you break the fast, and when you're starting the fast, suhoor time and iftar time, you should drink plenty of water. That is very important.
That is actually important, because not only Annika got sick, as well I have gotten sick, and I have gotten a very severe flu. But there is one thing that I have noticed among a lot of people, that they tend to gaslight themselves with the symptoms and not take the break. So when is it time to take a step back and actually seek medication and seek help from professionals?
Right. When you start with it, you should come directly to professional and seek help during that time. You should come that time only and see what is going on with you. And take rest. The most important thing that, okay, this is mild running nose, or just a sore throat, I will go to work. You are spreading these infections to other as well.
That's true.
You're going to work, you are spreading these infections, because these are droplet infections. You are spreading it to your colleagues. So I always tell people, or whatever patients comes to me, please take at least 2 or 3 days of rest. Give your body a rest so that this will subside early. It shouldn't prolong for you.
Interesting. Because that is what I didn't do. I tried to continue for like 2 weeks, and then after that I was like, okay, no, I'm breaking down.
That is what the reason is. That is why it is getting prolonged. Right. Because we are not giving enough time to our body to recover. So when you started with the flu, at that time only, if you give 2-3 days to recover your body, it will not be prolonged. So it will take its own sweet time of 7 days, but it will not go for months.
Right.
And it will not go, harbor to your upper to lower respiratory. It will stay there and it will go from there.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. So, and what do you have to say about the flu shot? So we have a lot of
queries about flu
interesting comments on our post, where they're talking about how, oh, this flu shot didn't work. I took the flu shot and I feel like I got worse. What do you have to say to those?
See, this depends on person to person. Again, immunity to immunity of the person. Flu shot, I will say it is good actually, because see, these are the shots which are preparing you to get, the body is knowing what kind of infection you're gonna get. So it is just telling the body that this virus is also there in the environment. Yeah. So how the body has a fighting cell mechanism with us. So the body will come to know. If you come to know that, okay, this kind of danger is coming to me, you will take precaution. Yes. So the similar way body works. Their fighting cell get to know this is the virus, they prepare themselves for that.
Interesting.
So that is why flu, definitely if you are taking a flu vaccine, there are chances that you will feel sick for 2-3 days. It is quite possible that you will feel sick for 2-3 days. But again, this is because we are inducing the similar kind of virus to your body, so that the body knows what is the danger coming.
Right.
Okay. So we prepare the body for that.
Well, thank you so much for being here. A huge thank you to Dr. Swati for joining us on the show today. And of course, thank you to Annika. And the Lovin Dubai show is going to be back with you tomorrow, live, same time, same place.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.